Well, hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. How's everybody doing tonight? Come on in the room. Hey, how y'all doing? Hello. I'll wait on Facebook to give you all your notifications. Hi. Hey, Rod Warren. I haven't seen you in a while over there on IG. How y'all doing? Oh, I don't have my glasses down here. Y'all know me and my good glasses. You know me and my good glasses. Hey. How y'all doing? Hey, Octavia. I can see that. I can see that a little bit. I can see that. How y'all doing tonight? Hey, L'Oreal girl. I know it's been a minute. You guys get on me all the time. We get your emails. Is everything okay? Yes. Hey, good seeing you too. Yeah, April, it's been a minute. Where you been? You don't go live anymore. We don't see you around. You know, you'll post, but you don't really say much anymore. What's going on? Well, I do have a major announcement. Which wine is that? It's a red wine. It's a red wine. But I won't keep you long. I'll get this out of the way. Hi, Gregory. Hey, Rhonda. I see my VIPers. Hey, Tanisha Stewart. How y'all doing? What you drinking, girl? I'm drinking grown folk juice, girl. Grown folk juice is what I'm drinking. So, I bet you're wondering, so wait, Miss April, what is this major announcement that you have? Well, let's start here. Hey, Renita, love your teleconference. I'll see you in Atlanta. I'm sleepy, but I'm listening. Hey, L'Oreal. I'm glad I'll see you guys in Atlanta. So, okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Well, I've made a decision, and let me start with this. For those of you that have been following me for a while, you know my teaching, you know my teaching style, and you know that I've taught you to be able to be so in tune with yourself and spiritually that you can hear the still small voice. Okay? You don't have to have the rug pulled from up under you. You don't have to have something catastrophic happen. You have to be so in tune with self that you can know when it's time to make the shift without being hard-headed, without having to have something just crazy happen. So over the last several months, and I know you guys have noticed I haven't been going live a lot. Now I have been, if you are in the Teach Me How to Date VIP Academy, you've seen me there, as well as the Asset Women, Asset Elevation Academy. I'm over there, but I don't go live and as much anymore, and I don't do much on YouTube anymore. But here's the thing. This is what's going on. Miss April is shutting it all down. And what I mean is, next month, April 18th through the 20th, will be my last dating, relationship type of event. I'm reeling it on in. And I'm taking the time off to focus on relational things. I'm not going to get all the way into everything, but I'm taking the time off because it's time. I'll say that. So I won't be on Facebook too much more. After the 18th, now I'll be in my VIP Academy with my ladies now, because those are my girls. I will be there. But I'm in a different season of my life. So I won't be around. I won't be around. I'm sorry you weren't able to get on the call. And you know what? There will not be a replay because I forgot to hit the record button. So if you were on, I hope you got that. Because there will not be a replay like I thought. But as I was saying, you have to be able to know when it's time to make a shift. Over the last 3 weeks, I've been to Dallas, I've been to Vegas, and I went to Charlotte this past weekend. And as I told my daughter that, she said, "Ma, you've been planning this. You've been saying this for a minute." And I have. I've been saying it for a minute. But there are some things that transpired that made me have to make the decision of, the confirmation. And so I was talking to a friend of mine today, and he said, "But what about your people? They need you." And I said, "But I need me." Somebody said, "Well, you know how long the sabbatical will be." This isn't a sabbatical. This isn't a sabbatical. This is actually me saying I'm not going to be doing this anymore. I'm moving on to something else. And sure enough, I love you all and I appreciate your years of support. But I started this whole dating empowerment 8 years ago. My daughter was like, "Wow, Ma, I didn't realize it was that long ago." I said, "Yeah, my very first Single No More video was 8 years ago. If you go to my YouTube video, and I've come a long way because we were using Metro PCS phones and things back then." But you have to know when it's time for you to shift. You got to know that. You have to be so in tune with you to where a lot of women, they have all of the other parts of their life that is intact. But when it comes to the relationship part, you're not putting in the same energy to make sure you cultivate successful relationships. But you will spend the time going to get that degree. You will spend the time going to church. You will spend the time putting your kids first. But then at the same time, you still long for that companionship. You still long for that intimacy. Someone says, "What are you moving into?" I'm moving into me. I'm just not doing this anymore. After April 20th, that will be my last event. Now, who knows? I may decide to come back, but for right now, I'm trying to read y'all. This is where I am, and it's a wonderful place to be. Sometimes we don't know when to bow out. We will sit back and keep going and going and going, and we don't want to bow out. He said, "So what are you going to do?" I'm doing me, whatever that is. Whatever that is. See, that's the thing. As women, we don't always have to be doing anything. We don't have to always be moving. What will I be doing? I will be operating in the feminine is what I'll be doing. No, I will always be in asset elevation and teach me how to date. I'm not leaving that. But everything that you know and how I come live and I teach, I won't be doing that anymore. I'm moving into something else. And honestly, if you want to know what I'm doing, I'm focusing on relational things is what I'm doing. Because we try to do so much. We try to be so much. We end up being by ourselves for a very long time because we've been programmed to do it this way. Will you keep your videos on YouTube? Oh yeah, my videos on YouTube will be up. You guys will still be able to see my content. You probably still see my ads in your news feeds, but I'm just not connected to it anymore. Okay? And when you understand when it's time to shift, you have to shift. Gotta shift. And I know some women would say, well, you're taking off, to deal with relationship stuff. Yes, you will always be able to join Teach Me How to Date because I will always be over there. Teach Me How to Date will not be going anywhere. That's my baby. And I will be able to, I keep it very raw and real and relevant over there. Is your last event for women only? Yes. If you do not have your tickets to the How to Date Like a High Valued Asset Woman in Atlanta, April 18th through the 20th, You got to be in the building, because this will be my most, I would say, rawest event. There's going to be so much stuff that you've never heard me say. If you are in the Teach Me How to Date VIP Academy, they can vouch and let you know I'm not like other dating coaches. I'm not like, I promise you, you walk up out of there like, ooh, kill him. But because this is my last event, a lot of you have asked, Miss April, I can't make it to Atlanta. Will you live stream it? Yes, you can now buy live stream tickets. Go to bootcamp.teachmehowtodate.com. Okay? And early bird for everything ends. We extended the early bird special until the 15th because of my shift. Over this past weekend and over the last 3 weeks, I've been able to really see some things as well as experience some things that I've never experienced before, but they were in alignment with what I have been talking to my daughter about, what I've been talking to my friends about. I'm like, no, I said, it's time to go and just be. And I'm talking to a friend of mine today, and he said, so you're shifting into settle down mode, huh? I'm not going all into it. But ladies, you have to understand when it's time to shift. What we do is we keep trying to go and do, and we put so much energy into other areas. But when it comes to cultivating the woman, when it comes to being the type of woman that we need to be for the man in our lives, we don't do that. He got to take me as I am. Hell, I got to do what I got to do. I got to make a shift is what I got to do. No, he has to make the shift. That's what we say. I'm too busy. Clarence said, we need you out here. There are really messed up people trying to date. But guess what, Clarence? My content will still be all over YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. So I might refurbish, and recycle my content. But I'm not totally leaving. My energy is disconnecting from that because it's time for me to move on to something else. The cost of the live for the 2.5 days is $197 early bird. I prefer you to be in the building because this is going to be something my daughter will be speaking. My spiritual mom will be there. And it's like, this is a pouring out of me that you've never seen before. And some of the things that I'll say, I'm warning you now. I'm warning you now. Tiffany says, write another book. Somebody over here just said, I just read your book. I probably will write another book. It won't be anytime soon. It won't be anytime soon. But this will be the last April Mason event. I wish I could be there in person. Yeah, if you can't be there in person, at least stream live. Y'all gonna make me cry over here on IG. It's just time. Y'all stop making me cry. I'm not leaving forever, but it's a wonderful space to be in. You guys are so funny. I love you all too. It's just a new space. And I'll say this. You all are going to go through a new space and shift as well too. But what I don't want you to have to do is have the rug pulled from up under you for you to make the shift. Because it's a happy thing. It's not a sad moment. It's actually a happy moment. But I think the wonderful feeling is when you can hear enough to know when you need to make it. It's when we are not in tune and intentional. about your life. When you get intentional about your life and what you want in it, it shifts everything. Your ears get so sensitive. It's like back in the day, I didn't trust my own decision making. So I would literally have to lose stuff and get hit over the head for me to actually make a move. There's some of you that are on jobs right now that you know it's time to move, but you're so comfortable. You're so comfortable. So it's going to take them giving you a pink slip before you move, even though your spirit is telling you to move. It shouldn't take that. It shouldn't take that. When you get to a place in life where you understand that I trust me, the decisions that I make, I'm not making them randomly. I'm making them as a wise woman. There's an amazing feeling that you get when you become a wise person. There's experiences that you will have that will shift you. And it's like, my season for this is up. And you know, my good girlfriend, she's on here, Laurel, we went to high school together. She called me today and she asked me, well, what's the announcement? And I told her, and she said, this is amazing. She said it is time, because she knows me. She knows the backstory. She said, it is time. She said, but I love that you're going out on a high note. Nothing bad happened. You know, I didn't lose nothing. I didn't, I'm not hungry. I'm not about to lose my house, a car. And it was none of that. And we shouldn't have to get to that to make a shift. I'm good. Like, I'm literally good. It's just time to make the shift. So like I said, I know you all have noticed I don't go live and things as much as I did anymore. And this is all of this was going on the back end. It was all going on the back end. And, there was a friend of mine, I had to thank him for an experience that caused me to solidify the shift. It was like, that experience said, okay, this is what's missing. This is where you need to be. So as of April 20th, after this event, if you cannot make it to Atlanta, make sure you live stream, because this information that I will be sharing is going to snatch your entire soul. And I'm even going to be sharing how I got to where I am right now, to be able to make the shift and I'm good with it. Make the shift and I didn't lose nothing. Making the shift to where my family is still intact. I'm still sane. I didn't have to go get on no drugs and no. We shouldn't have to do that. For the person that asked, will I be living in Atlanta? No, I'm not leaving Atlanta. Not that I know of as of yet. But it shouldn't take that. It shouldn't take that. Being a feminine woman means that you are in tune with who you are. Clarence, don't lose your hope. He says, you're giving me hope in Black women again. Don't lose your hope. It's a lot of us here, but you got to understand, for every woman, especially Black woman, that acts the way that you're suggesting, please understand, some man did something to her to cause her to be bitter, to cause her to be angry. I just say, you don't stay there. Okay? Fellas, if you've ever lied, cheated, used, abused, misled, mishandled a woman, please understand that you have contributed to the pool of angry, upset, bitter, nonchalant, don't give two rats behinds about you, trying to get you for your money, get you before they get them women. If you've ever done any of that, doesn't make it right, but there's cause and effect. So let's not act like just because you become a better man now, that you didn't do dirt in the past to other women, but now that you are okay and you doing your work and you ready for something better. You want something better. But now you find it hard to find women to choose from, because you got to remember, a lot of men were doing what you were doing. And these women have just not healed. And for the last 8 years, I have been doing the work to bring you content, to bring you information, to bring you different perspectives on love and relationships, and really, to be honest with you, being a better person. And that's what it's really about. It's you choosing to be better for you. Ladies, I teach dating, but to be honest with you, the VIPers will tell you it's not really about dating that she teaches. She teaches us to have self-worth. She teaches us to have value. She teaches us to stop saying we're independent and start saying we're interdependent. She teaches us to be resilient and stop saying we're strong. She teaches us to be women of wisdom and not just a basic chick. That's what I teach. Dating is the bonus. Dating is the bonus. Attracting quality men is the bonus. But if I could get you to really do the work, and for those of you that are new to me, it took me a while to get here. And that's why I always tell people, my daughter, I'm so glad she's going to be speaking at my event. My daughter didn't have to go through the same drama that I had to go through. My daughter she didn't experience the 12 years of molestation. My daughter didn't experience domestic violence. My daughter didn't experience low self-esteem because I nipped that in the bud early. But I had to make a shift. Ladies, we have to make a shift in order for our girls to make a shift. Right now, our young women are running around here just wicked. Totally. Every time I look on Instagram, there's somebody twerking. April, will you still be doing one-on-one dating coaching? No, I will not. I will not be doing that one-on-one dating coaching. I will be in the Teach Me How to Date VIP Academy. You can always join that. I will be there, but I will not be doing one-on-one dating coaching at all. My Magnify app will be off as well, too. There's some of you that call, and my Magnify app and are able to talk. I'm debating on if I'm going to keep that on. But I'm just in a different place. I've given 8 years to this. And it's just time to shift. And I know you guys are like, oh my God, but you're good at this. Yes, I am. And I put in the work to develop the woman that I am. And like I was saying, the more you develop you, the more you see clearer. The more you're able to make better decisions for your life. So for me, it's time to go. It's time to leave on a high note. And my daughter, we were talking about it last night, and she was like, Ma, I knew it was coming to this. So right now, it's time for me to focus on relational things. I focused on business. I focused on my kids. I love my grandkids. But now it's time for me to focus on the other side. When you get to see, when you're so in tune and you get to see what's missing in your life, you make different choices. And ladies, that's what I want you to do. I want you to trust you. Oh, yes. Like I said, all my VIPers, I didn't even give them the information first. Everybody getting it at the same time. The VIP Teach Me How to Date VIP Academy is not going anywhere. I will still be doing my monthly master classes with you. But my last event, official event, April Mason event on dating and anything dealing with that chapter is closing. That chapter is closing. Okay? Why y'all said, let me run a background check on him? Run a background check on who? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? Y'all tripping. Y'all reaching. Are y'all reaching? Or am I not saying? But it's just time. It's time, and you got to know when to say when. Every smart business owner has an exit strategy. If you don't have an exit strategy in your business, you're just going to be working. And I'm glad it didn't take something bad having to happen for me to hear. Would you say Warriors talk? I'm in love. When is the wedding date? Is that what you think it is? Somebody said, I have a feeling you met a man. Oh, okay. Well, go ahead, y'all. I'm going to let y'all create whatever you want, because y'all always know that I've never posted a picture. I never talk about my personal life. Take a sip for you, girl, is good too. We'll have tea later. No, we won't have any tea. This is all it is. I'm shifting. Let's see. I'm glowing, so because I'm glowing, I can't just be that I have good skin. It got to be it's a man got me glowing. Is that what it is? Y'all so funny. Y'all so funny. Stop playing and tell you what? I'm telling you. I saw the video. What video? What are you talking about? There's nothing to tell. There's nothing to tell. Y'all say I'm glowing from some D. That's what, trust me, the D don't make me glow. Yeah, come on. If you got to have some D in your life to glow, honey, you have a very boring life. But anywho, that's what I wanted to share with you all. No video. Well, see, that don't have nothing to do with none of this. Nothing. And one day I will go in even deeper and explain. But right now, it's really me shifting. It's a woman who's living out her purpose. A woman who has grown so much. Going from living in a shelter with my 3 kids on welfare and dealing with low self-esteem, the domestic violence, the abuse, the not having a father around, being abused by my father and stepfather, not having anybody there, to go from all of that trauma to now, it was a process. So that's what I teach. It's up to you to take the tools and use them. It's up to you to do that. So like I said before, my academies, I will still be there. But outside of that, it's just time to go. It's time to go. And it's time to go on a high note. It's time. And like I said, the best feeling is that there's nothing catastrophic going on. How often can we say that? How often can we say we're making a move because we're divinely connected and the download came and you got to see what you were missing? So it's time for you to shut down all of this other stuff so you can get what you've been missing. Can you really say that you're that in tune with you and that you trust your decision making enough to be able to make a move like that? Thank you so much, I9 Logistics. You gotta live. You gotta live. You have to be, it's just about being in tune, ladies. I can't tell you how important it is for you to get in touch with your feminine side. a lot of things that you're dealing with, a lot of the health issues that you got going on. Get in touch with yourself spiritually. A lot of you are waiting on God to heal you. God is not going to heal you. He's giving you the tools to do that. A lot of the healing has to do with you changing your thought process. Shauna says, what you taught us worked in your own life. That's exactly right. And that's why I teach from what works. I'm watching the ladies in the Teach Me How to Date VIP Academy and Asset Elevation Academy getting the results. The Nectar says, you were a huge factor in my healing process last year. Thank you. You're so welcome. But all I did was give the information. It was up to you to take it and run with it. You can't place the blame on God and then wonder why you're not getting the results. Helene, don't cry. I already done that for us earlier, because y'all be making me cry on Instagram. But it's time for a shift. And it might be time for you to shift as well too. Please say it's April Fool's. No, it's too early. It's not April Fool's. I've had this conversation with my daughter last night, and my girl Larell, who's on, we had this conversation, and they understand. But I can't be all things to all people. And a friend of mine this morning, he's like, but your people need you. And I said, but I need me. He said, enough said. But it takes sometimes certain experiences for you to say, oh my, this just showed me something about me. If your seasons are not changing, that means there's something is wrong with you. If your seasons aren't changing. So that's all I had to share with you, ladies and gents, tonight. That my last event. So you need to be in the building. To find out more information, go to bootcamp.aprilmason.com. I need you in the building for this last event. I need you in the building. And if you can't be in the building, although it'll be something magical being there, trust me, it's going to be a lot of tears. And I'm not trying to make you cry, but I'm going to show you some things that you've never seen within yourself. Patricia said, it's funny, I thought about you yesterday thinking I have not seen any live chats lately. Yeah, and that's why I've been shifting. And I'm okay with it. If you stream yes, it'll be recorded and you have 7 days to watch it. So all that information is on the page. Okay? All that information is at the bottom of the Q&A. I wish I had met you 8 years ago. Where are you going? Nowhere. You got to rewatch the replay. Thank you all so much. But I wanted to share that with you. So when you say, where'd she go? It's like, wow, she just totally. And then the thing is, I'm not going to lie to you. I've been ready to leave social media for a little while now. But the timing wasn't right. I had to leave my imprint first. I had to leave you all with some content that when you're feeling down, you can go, let me go to one of my April Mason videos and see, what does she say? If you're in Teach Me How to Date VIP Academy, you will always be able to log in and look at all of our master classes and the ones that we have going on. We'll continue to have going on. So yeah, baby Charlie, he's going to still be around. That's my poo-poo. He was supposed to come over today, but he didn't. So I'm just going to be living the feminine life. I don't have to do anything. And ladies, I'm going to keep reiterating that. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. You can just be. You can just be. This is why it's important to get your money right. This is why it's important to get your mind right. This is why it's important to live your life on purpose. So when it's time to just be, you just be. You don't have to be doing anything. And that's our problem as women. We do too much. We don't just be. We don't know how to let a man lead because we always so used to doing. Everybody asks me, so what you doing next? I'm not doing anything. Ned, I'm not doing anything. You got to just learn how to just be. When you just be, you can hear. When you just be, you can get divine downloads on what your next move should actually be. When you just be, you can hear that still small voice saying, you've been on this job and you're better than that. Upgrade your resume. I know you make good money here, but it's time for you to move. You can hear that still small voice and say, I'm not going to stay comfortable. I'm going to start preparing. I wrote on Instagram today, it's not my job to look for a man. It's my job to prepare for his arrival. When you focus on preparing your life, it shifts. It shifts. But you have to be ready for it, all right? So I love y'all. Have a wonderful evening and make sure that I see you in Atlanta. Be in the building. If you cannot be in the building, make sure that you live stream. Oh, you guys are asking about the building? Here's the thing with that. I got the building, but I mailed them the keys back today. And the reason is the shift happened. And it's time for me to just be. I'm not going to leave one thing and take on something else. And I told my daughter, I know this is something that we wanted to do. Got the building and everything. But I'm in a different season. So y'all can do it. I have some other projects that I'm working on that are stress-free for me. But I'm in a different space. And it's okay being in that space. Oh, don't you stop crying. He said, I'm crying. You just gave me confirmation regarding my job. Love you, beautiful. Make the shift. Nope, not writing anything. I'm just being. I'm just being. Just being. And there's nothing wrong with that. Had a friend of mine tell me today, all these years she thought she was depressed, and her doctor told her she's not depressed. She's just tired. The name of my last book, you can get it on Amazon. It's called Are You an Asset? Matter of fact, it's right there. Looks like that. Are You an Asset? 11 Keys to Being a Woman Who Brings More to the Table Than Her Appetite. So I have content out there. I'll still be mentoring through my content. But yeah, it's there. So we're going to have to get a support group. I'll always be in the Teach Me How to Date VIP Academy and the Asset Elevation. You will always be able to find me there. You cannot join Asset Elevation, but you can always join Teach Me How to Date. Okay? Love y'all.